What? What are you?
You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm Rocket.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Look, let's go.
Yeah, Greek. Oh, that's
Maybe.
dope.
Yeah. Dylan, who the hell are you?
I'm Rocket.
Oh. Yes, sir.
Oh man, that is the best thing I've seen all year. Hey man, you rocking a blonde? You should probably be. You should dye your hair blonde.
Oh, hell no. This is temporary.
Oh man, that is so funny.
No, I'm saying. Boy, you, this is what, Iron Homeboy?
Oh man.
Dude, where'd you get that culture
Boy.
from?
Party City.
Oh, that's lit.
Oh, I got the groove
What's his
from
name?
Amazon.
It's late.
Do y'all got some vibranium? Y'all have vibranium? Vibranium. No.
But she don't know nothing about that. She don't know nothing about that.
Oh, no, bro.
She probably didn't even
She
see the
said,
movie.
what? She said, what?
What's up, Podsters? Welcome to episode 14, Halloween edition. Happy Halloween to everyone out there. Halloween is Saturday. Hope you all get some delicious candy. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Hope you all get some delicious candy and go to some fun parties and be safe out there. We're dressed up as Marvel characters. My favorite, Rocket Baby. You see him, and Baby Groot. Y'all wish I could. Y'all wish I could have this costume, huh?
No.
I like Groot.
Just let me just give you a little backstory behind this costume. It's not for someone my
I
age.
am Groot.
It's actually like for a 12-year-old. It's a crop top.
Well, you got that from Zeke's closet.
Oh.
The reason it's not my size is because I was told I went to like 100 different locations, Party City, Spirit, all the costume stores, and they were telling me that this is like in high demand, the highest selling costume this year and previous years. Guardians of the Galaxy is just so popular that the costumes were flying off the shelves. So I wanted to be Star Lord, but I'm actually glad that I found this Rocket one and I made it work. And then I found Groot too, so this is my companion for the night. All right,
So we're just gonna act like he's not capping right now.
that he's not what?
Capping.
What about, is it flying off the shelf?
No, this is not a cap. This is a mask.
Oh my god.
All right, now who is Iron Homeboy? Kyron gave you that name, whoever you are. Can we see your face?
Yeah. No.
Let Tony Starks. Can we see your face?
The neighborhood Iron Man.
Oh, man.
What's your face, man? You got warrants?
I am Iron.
And who is Black Panther over there? Oh, I can already tell. That's not even padding. That's not even padding. That's just your muscles, right? That boy big as hell.
Make my chest move.
Gonna make it pop. Oh, it's Albert. the original. And Kyron, who are you? Hanson Brothers?
Nah, man. Out of Thunder, baby.
That wig is awesome. That's the funniest thing I've seen.
Like what's his name? Was it Pirate Jack from Dodgeball? The dude,
Albert is old. I'm sure that's an old
Alright.
movie.
All right, I'm about to strike you with lightning.
I blocked that.
Let me introduce us. I am your host, 1/4 of Pod Ties, Dylan, aka Rocket, and this is Baby Groot. We also have Jeff, aka Iron Homeboy.
You didn't even put the hood on.
Jeff, aka Iron Homeboy.
It took you what, 2 minutes to get dressed?
Oh my God.
Next, we
In the chat, he was like, I thought we were going to change. Wait, what were you going to change?
You gotta take the mask
It
off.
sounded like he actually had to get dressed. All you had to do was put on a mask. All right.
Oh.
Next, we have Albert, the original, aka Black Panther. Vibranium. You got some vibranium on you?
Yeah.
Hopefully it helps you with your corny jokes.
Let me hold that.
And lastly, last but not least, the one and only Kyron,
Yes,
aka
sir.
God of what is it, Asgard?
Hold on.
God of Asgard.
Yes,
Thor.
sir. Give me that thunder in here, Dylan.
See, I told you, I didn't watch that movie. No one forced me to watch Thor.
Thought you was going to stop right there.
Oh man, I'll whoop all y'all.
No, you can't be Rocket. And I got Groot with me.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well, glad you guys dressed up. This will be a good episode because we will finally discuss which Marvel movie is better or which Marvel characters are better. Guardians of the Galaxy characters or Iron Man and Thor. Just based on the movies.
Dylan and Kyron, I'm glad you guys dressed up.
You say Iron Homeboy? He did.
Dylan
did dress up.
specifically said, you don't have to go all out. So I just bought the mask.
True. And at least he's wearing red. You know him, he could be wearing a TCU sweater right now.
Yeah, that's true.
First topic for today. We mentioned it last episode because it happened while we were recording. But let's just do it one more time. Congratulations to the 2021 World Series champions, Tampa Bay Rays. Next year, they will win it. Let's give it to them.
Oh, whoa.
No.
Let me put the hammer down. What are you talking about?
All right. Jokes aside, congratulations to the 2020 World Series champions, LA Dodgers, their first title since 1988. LA fans, residents, they were out there cheering fireworks throughout the whole night. They gathered in downtown throughout the whole city because they had been waiting 32 years for this. Been a long time. So well deserved. Corey Seager, let me grab my stat book real quick. Corey Seager won MVP, and that was also well deserved because this man put up some crazy numbers. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs in the World Series. And in the previous series, when the Dodgers were down 3-1 against the Atlanta Braves, he put up 5 home runs, 11 RBIs in the NLCS. So anybody else you think should have won MVP? Albert?
No, I agree with it. Those numbers, it's already hard to hit a home run in the MLB. It's definitely extremely hard to hit 5 home runs in the NLDS. So I agree with the pick.
So Tony Gonsolin got pulled in the second inning. Randy Rosarena hit a home run in the first inning, and it was not looking good for LA. So they pulled the young pitcher and brought in Dylan Floro, and their bullpen. Obviously, they played the rest of the game, and they had 12 strikeouts. They played really well. You know, the Dodgers, they're not really known for like their relief pitchers. They have Jansen, they have some of those other guys, but it's not as strong as like maybe the Rays. So it didn't look good uh, until the sixth inning when, and this is like Twitter just caught on fire. Like it was crazy. Like it almost went down because there were so many reactions to this decision by Kevin Nash, where he pulled Cy Young winner Blake Snell in the sixth inning, and he did it after Blake Snell only allowed his second hit in the game. There was one, yeah, it was a base hit, and there was one, got LA Dodger hitter at first base. But Albert, do you think that Kevin Cash should have pulled him, or just let him stay in and see what happens? Let him at least finish out the inning.
Yeah, I definitely thought he could have played at least an inning or two more. They were playing great. It was 1-0 up to the sixth inning, and then as soon as they pulled them, the Dodgers got momentum. Like they were doing horrible before. Even Mookie Betts, he didn't even have a hit before they pulled him, and they ended up catching fire, and it backfired. I don't know why in the world he would make that decision. It's like he wanted them to lose. That's like the worst decision you could make.
Yeah, sure. I should have said congratulations to the LA Dodgers and Kevin Cash, because he seemed to be on their side with that decision. Yeah, it was terrible. I was actually giving them props for being the Moneyball 2.0, because they seemed to run their team like the Oakland A's back in the early 2000s. But a lot of people were saying this is what happens when you use more analytics and you run your team based on scientific numbers and all that kind of stuff, research, rather than actually just letting the game flow naturally. Do you think that bit them in the butt?
Facts. I think, yeah, for sure. Like, if you don't know anything about baseball, you go in there and look basically solely on analytics or just any sport. You have no knowledge of the sport. You don't understand how the game goes. There's ebbs and flows with every type of sports game. So you got to know the strengths and weaknesses of your team, especially over like 162 game season. Obviously, this season was much shorter, but you still got to know your pitchers. You still got to know your team, your staff, and stuff like this. It just can't happen. Like you don't pull your ace pitcher during a game like this, a crucial game where it's
Elimination game.
Elimination. So yeah.
Yeah. So Blake Snell, he got pulled in the sixth inning, 73 pitches, an earned run, and that was only because of that hit that he allowed before he got pulled. So it really wasn't an earned run. That's just how baseball stats work. And he had nine strikeouts in the first 6 innings, and he didn't even finish the sixth inning. He was obviously annoyed and highly upset by that he went into the clubhouse for a little while, and on the dugout you could just see his disgust. But yeah, that was his reaction when he was being taken out of the game, because he believes in himself, and in that moment, this is what a pitcher, baseball player, this is what they dream about as a young kid. The elimination game, you help your team go to game 7, then it's do or die for both teams. But to Kevin Cash's defense, you have Nick Anderson, who you bring in, and he's one of the best relief pitchers in the MLB. So I kind of understand why he did it, but I did think it was premature. Like just let the man at least finish an inning, and then you go to Nick Anderson, and then some of those other guys, Fairbanks, at the tail end of those innings, like those last 3 innings.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, just saying. Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
He didn't even get to 100 pitches. He was at 73. Like
73, yeah.
Elimination game. He's most likely not going to play again in the series if y'all went to the game 7. So you have a off season where he can heal his body. You let it ride. You gamble for this. You pay these players large amounts of money for stuff like this so they can step up and deliver, and you just like took it out of their hands.
Iron Homeboy and Thor.
He's sleep.
Y'all have anything I want to add to that?
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Well, okay, go ahead, Kyra. My bad. Yes,
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, during these unprecedented times, with COVID and everything, I'll say it's pretty impressive, with the Lakers as well, in the bubble, away from your family and, everything like that. So I'll say it's a much earned win.
Okay. Now that I'm glad you said that because you seem to have respect for them winning the championship and the circumstances that all the stuff that they had to go through. NBA players, they expressed a lot that the mental effect that it had on them being in the bubble, being away from their families, having to wonder if you're going to be healthy and having to stay away from people so you can participate in games, because if you do get COVID, you're out for, a certain amount of time. So I'm sure that's a lot of stress. And players like Blake Snell, their team depends on them. So I'm glad you said that. Now, because I was going to ask, do you put an asterisk on this championship because it was a shortened season, because it was a 60-game season rather than a 162-game season? Iron Homeboy?
No, not at all. I mean, even though it is a shorter season, it doesn't matter because you still have. I mean, this is probably the hardest season, even though it's shorter, just for the simple fact of all the outside noise and COVID and everything that's going on. I mean, you have to just be like mentally focused and be able to get the job done. So shout out to Laker Nation and the Dodgers and all of Los Angeles for getting the dub.
Yeah, I agree with that. People don't understand. Like they talk about asterisks, they don't understand how it feels to be away from their family and the like restrictions that you have to go through in order for you to accomplish a mission like winning a championship or just being in that situation. So people just think because it's in the bubble or stuff like this, it's an asterisk because it's easier. It's definitely not easier. You gotta live without your family. You can't see them. You don't go home. You have no fans. That's what a lot of people play for. They play for stuff like that for their fans and having that family there. So when you have to go through that strict process, because I know it's a strict process. You can only do certain things. You can't go anywhere.
Can't even go get chicken wings from Magic
Exactly. You can't do anything. So that definitely takes a lot of mental resiliency on the players and the coaches' part, to be mentally strong, mentally tough during these times. Because, there's people, I'm pretty sure everybody has like family issues still, and their family's affected. They can't leave to go, or if they leave, they got to go on 14-day quarantine. So it's definitely not an asterisk.
Good point. Good point. Facts.
That's big facts.
All right, the next that's it with baseball. We don't have baseball for a few months. Spring training will be here before you know it. I feel like baseball, they have the shortest off season. It's like once the World Series is over, next thing I know, it's February and they're already getting ready for spring training games.
Facts.
Dang.
Next,
All those games.
I want to last. Go ahead.
Are they starting their season in regular time?
April 1st is the expected date, and all 30 teams are expected to play on opening day.
Let's go Rangers.
Training camp, yeah. Yeah, they should have spring training.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see if they have a bubble. We'll see what happens. December, they're promising vaccines and all that, so we'll see how that affects sports and fans being allowed in. But they do expect the season to start April 1st, which is usually the time that the season usually begins in a traditional year.
Yeah.
Sports calendar, baseball calendar. Last episode, I mentioned that November 3rd is not only election day, but it's also NFL trade deadline day. So I asked you to marinate, think about it, sleep on what trade you think could possibly happen, or one that could just blow up the league and make a team that's a pretender, a contender, or just that final piece that a team needed. So who would like to go first as far as a trade or two trades that you thought of during the last episode to now?
I say we trade Mike McCarthy, the whole coaching staff.
Oh my goodness.
It don't even matter who we get back, just trade them away.
Not just Cowboys specifically, just anybody.
I did have OBJ before he got hurt, so that kind of ruined it. And then I also had Julio going to the Pats, but they shut that down today. Literally, they said they're not trading Julio or Matt Ryan, so it's kind of they're stuck with that. I think maybe Dwayne Haskins or
That's what I had.
yeah, somebody like that could be traded, honestly. Or they're talking about trading J.J. Watt. So
I heard he was untouchable along with like Deshaun Watson. But with all of that though, like you have to you can't really take that 100% seriously because a GM or anybody could say one thing and then the next day things change. Like the next day they wake up feeling totally different, or a package comes in that they can't resist. So we'll see, especially with this Panthers Falcons Thursday night football game. If the Falcons somehow blow a lead again, or anything happens and it's a blowout, then I can see them saying, okay, maybe it's time to clean house. Go ahead, Kyron.
Oh yeah, just piggybacking off Albert, I had Dwayne Haskins getting booted out of Washington, where he went from starting to inactive in a matter of days, and dude ain't even injured. So it's like, yeah, he getting booted out. I can see him going to the Colts. Philip Rivers, old as dirt. So yeah, they're gonna be looking for a quarterback of the future. So that's what I see.
Interesting.
I really don't believe in Dwayne Haskins. I had questions about him coming out of Ohio.
I had two trades, and they were both wide receivers that I came up with. One was Julio Jones being traded from Atlanta to the Las Vegas Raiders. I feel like he's leaving one of his wide receiver buddies, Alabama buddies, and Calvin Ridley, and going to mentor Henry Ruggs, who's even younger. So I think that would be a great fit. They have a lot of draft picks that will be appealing to Atlanta if they were to have some type of package. So I think he would be great there with a veteran and Derek Carr, and they're almost in a win now like situation where the culture is we're in Las Vegas. We have this nice stadium, nice training facility. We're in this new city. We want to acquire even more fans. So you can't be some 8-8 team. You're going to have to win games and then also have marquee players who can sell tickets whenever fans are allowed back in, and also jerseys. So I think that's what the Raiders, I think they'll make a splash before the trade deadline, and if the Falcons are willing to even listen to them, it could possibly happen. And lastly, Michael Thomas. I don't think he's all that injured. I think whatever happened with that whole situation in practice, I don't think they're over it, and maybe he's saying, "Get me out of here."
Right.
I don't know. That's just me. Maybe he is hurt. Maybe they're taking it slowly, but I could see him going to the Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa. It's his time, and he has Devontae Parker, and that's about it. No one else.
How old is Michael Thomas, though?
27. He's younger than Julio. Julio's 31. So you put in a Michael Thomas with him, a guy that rarely drops balls, one of the best wide receivers in the game when healthy. This is his only year where we've heard of like this one little issue, which doesn't take away from the player that he is, and he's probably still a great teammate. Probably just had a bad day. So if I'm the Dolphins, I'm making that call, and they also have a plethora of draft picks that they can exchange for a guy that could make Tua an even better quarterback. Because Tua, he has the hype, but he does not have the respect from his peers. Because there was one CC Sabathia, like I don't know how he even how this even came up in the interview, but he said he thinks that Tua will be the Phillip Rivers uh, to Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. So he's saying that Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert will be Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger. Those guys will probably win championships, and Tua Tagovailoa will be the guy that's just, the stats are there. He's good, Hall of Famer maybe, but he won't have those team accolades, those championships to be up there with those two quarterbacks in his draft class.
I don't see the Bengals. No, I don't see the Bengals winning a Super Bowl before the Dolphins. But also, going off your point, Dylan, I do believe that the whole Drew Brees comment earlier before the season, it probably could play a factor into why he's feeling a certain type of way.
Possibly.
So, you probably don't want to play with a guy like that, but I mean, hey, you never know.
I'm sure they talked it out, hashed it out, and moved on.
Drew Brees is aging, so
He
you're
is.
27.
Yeah.
You're 27. They don't have a viable backup, so you probably want to get
You got
him out of
Jameis.
there. What?
As he said,
They got Jameis
they don't have
Winston.
a viable backup. Come on now.
Hey man, he got the LASIK eye surgery, for he about to be
That don't.
So,
less interceptions.
rather than throwing 25 interceptions, he's going to throw 12.
No, he gonna throw more. He just gonna see them better.
He gonna see, yeah. He gonna know who he throwing to this time.
And Michael Thomas don't want to play with Taysom Hill because, as Albert always says, he might as well line up as an offensive lineman because that's all he's going to do is block because Taysom Hill's going to scramble every snap. So, yeah, I think I would rather be with maybe a Tua.
That's like when Reggie Bush was on the Saints. That man used to run just lateral, just go this way, go left or right. Like, come on, man, run downhill. Come on.
Mr. Pick
You wanna get
Six.
Yes, sir.
This is week 6, pick 6, and I say you go first since you're Mr. Pick 6. Explain to us, school us, because we need it. We need your wisdom. Tell us why you picked
All
these
right.
6 teams.
All right, I got my handy dandy notes right here.
Look at Jeff.
So LSU, Jeff is
Disrespect. You
Somehow he
barely
turned
took
redder.
first place. You barely turned first place, and now you're just this wise pick 6 god and everything.
He's a guru. Yeah, he is a guy from Asgard.
Come on, bro. I need to strike you with lightning again. Come on,
He's
man.
he's the real 6 god.
Oh,
Oh,
Jeff is
Lord.
a hater.
Nope.
All right, man. Well,
I need some respect.
All right, baby.
Just look like that kid that you tell goes, you gonna tell send the timeout. He in the room like that. Like, boy, you gotta take that mask off.
All right, LSU versus Auburn. I got Auburn. I think it'll be a tough, back and forth game, but I think the downfall for LSU is going to be the run defense. So I'm picking picking Auburn to take that one.
This man is wise.
Tell you, Ohio State versus Penn State. I think Ohio State's offense it's going to steamroll right over Penn State. Penn State's defense isn't that bad, but I still have Ohio State putting up numbers against them. Texas versus OK State. I got Oklahoma State. They lead the Big 12 in rushing, and their defense isn't too bad. But Texas run defense isn't all that good either. So I got them taking that one. The Rams versus Dolphins. I have the Rams. They have a tough defense, and it is Tua's first game as a starting QB. And it's against the Rams, so going with the Rams. Steelers versus the Ravens. I have the Ravens. I think they have an extra week to prepare for them boys, so I'm picking the Ravens.
It'll be a good game.
Yep. Cowboys versus Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles.
No explanation.
Nope. I'm just not doing it this week. Not doing it this week.
Yeah, for real.
So that wisdom I said you had, taking it back. Go ahead. Go ahead, formerly known as Mr. Pick Six.
Real pick six.
Stop it.
So LSU and Auburn. I went with LSU because I feel like
Man, itchy.
hell yeah, man.
I
Where's
don't know why
toasting
you
this
still
ball?
got it on.
I'm doing it for the fans, man. Do it for the culture.
Iron Man with the hoodie. All right.
Iron homeboy, stop playing.
You think you a boogie with the hoodie? You Iron Man with the hoodie.
Anyways, before I was really interrupted,
Oh man.
LSU versus Auburn. Auburn has a good running attack. I feel, but their offensive line is not that great at pass blocking. So I feel like LSU, man. I feel like LSU is gonna give Bo Nix. Is it Nix or Mix? I keep forgetting.
Knicks.
I feel like Bo Nix is gonna have trouble. So LSU is gonna go ahead and take that dub. Ohio State. I picked them because I trust Justin Fields. He's gonna get the job done for your boy. Put me back on top. Texas versus OSU. Now check this out. Texas, they remind me of the Cowboys too much, so I'm not gonna make the mistake again.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with OSU. Moving on to the NFL, LA Rams versus the Dolphins. Dolphins are playing good. Dolphins are playing good right now, but Aaron Donald's gonna give Tua some problems. He's gonna. I'm just hoping Tua doesn't get hurt. I don't know why they did this, but now the game of the week. I didn't know which way to go with this one, but the Steelers, I trust their defense. They're going to give Lamar some problems, and Lamar likes to scramble, and they're going to be right there to put him in the dirt. Cowboys versus Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles. I'm going to pull a card.
You hear this group? That's what I said. Yeah.
Man, group.
Now, either one of y'all could have gone. Just flip a coin. Y'all had the same pick. So
Exactly.
Albert, you
I
said in the
mean,
group
it
chat.
was
So bad.
You said in the group
Like
chat. You said in the group chat you're gonna win this week, but you'll still be in second place even if you get all of them right.
That's crazy. Y'all got the same picks.
Yeah, I'm always going to be like me, man.
I'll
That's
send my
back
pick
on.
for you. All right.
Who'd you do?
LSU and Auburn. Auburn's 3-2 in the conference. LSU is 2-2. 2-2 overall. Auburn's 3-2. Pretty sure. I think LSU has to win this game. It's a must-win game for them to salvage this season. I definitely think this is the college matchup of the week. So I got Tigers winning. Go Tigers. Ohio State and Penn State. Ohio State usually has pretty garbage record, and Penn State's number 18, but they're not really a formidable threat against Ohio State. So I think this is a easy win for them. OSU and Texas. I don't even want to pick against my team, but I got to. Longhorns, they just had two, I think, 4-star recruits decommit from them in the last 48 hours. So it tells you right there what a program is. Yeah, it is. And it's like Tom Herman, he needs to go. So I got OSU winning this game. Number 6. Chargers, not the Chargers, sorry. And the Rams and the Dolphins.
The logos look similar.
Yeah, it does. The Rams and the Dolphins. This is Tua's first game as starting quarterback, coming off the bye. I think they gave him a little time to, get in more tune with the offense, but against the wrong team. They're playing the Bengals. I would see, more formidable matchup between the two, but the Rams is going to put something on him. It's going to be his welcome to the NFL game for him. Steelers and the Ravens, like Jeff said, this was tough for me to pick. I really did my research on this. I got the Steelers going with this one. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think Steelers going to win by 3. This is definitely the game of the week. 2 AFC North teams going head to head against each other. Steelers still undefeated. They got that great offense. They got Big Ben coming in, but the thing I put them ahead is Big Ben. Big Ben knows the Ravens defense better than anybody on the Ravens. He's played this team for what the last 15 plus years, so he knows their schemes. He knows everything about the Ravens. So I got them winning. Cowboys and Eagles. There's no way the Cowboys are winning this. We got Ben DiNucci starting third string quarterback. We still got the problems that we still haven't fixed. Got the lack of leadership. We got a lack of defense. Lack of Zeke Elliott showing up. It's a lot of things that we have not addressed. So there's no way they're going to come out and beat Carson Wentz and this Eagles team. If Carson Wentz loses this game, it's like it's just no way.
Jalen Hurts time. Now that's some entertaining football. Bring him in. I would love to see Jalen Hurts
You
play.
think they're gonna bring him in?
No, not at all.
No, not at all. Carson
Now.
Wentz garbage, but he's not. No.
Now,
They'll have a career game.
time for the
this-
real pick six. Everyone
This
loves
is
an
why you're 10 and
underdog.
22.
Everyone loves an underdog. All the Podsters at home, wherever you are, in the workplace, in the car. I know you're cheering for me to come back and win pick six. These jabronis don't know what it's like to win. I will win it.
Mr. Kennedy.
Boy, you can win all games and still be.
So, as you guys said, Auburn, LSU, two unranked teams. It's kind of weird because we're not used to seeing these two powerhouses be unranked, especially being in the SEC. They're usually the top SEC teams. I'm going with Auburn because of Bo Nix, and I like Ed Orgeron. I like what he's done with that program in Baton Rouge, but I just don't think. I think this is their year off, and next year maybe they'll get the recruits that they need to be that team that can contend and be one of those Final Four in the college football playoffs. But I'm picking Auburn because they are at home and they will have fans. May not be 100%, but they will have fans. So I'm picking Auburn. Close game though, but I'm picking them to win. Number 3 in the nation, Ohio State. They're like tied percentage-wise to win it, to win the whole thing up there with Alabama, like 50%, something like that. They even have a better shot than Clemson. Now, that doesn't mean anything, but it just goes to show how dangerous people think this team is. Justin Fields, they're even saying, could he catch up to Trevor Lawrence? That's how great of a quarterback he is. A lot of teams are also entering the Justin Fields sweepstakes. I think this will be a field day for him. He will beat Penn State. Penn State is still recovering from that loss. That was similar to the Atlanta Falcons loss against the Detroit Lions, where they could have won the game, but they scored too early, too much time on the clock, and Indiana scored, and it went to overtime, and Indiana upset Penn State, which they were ranked even higher last week before the defeat. So I think that'll still mess them up, and having to face a team like Ohio State will not help at all. So I pick Ohio State to win. Come on, guys. Really? All this time we've been saying that we're Texas fans, excluding Kyron, and you're going against them because they lost 2 games. It's too early. Texas will beat Oklahoma State. I don't care if they're ranked number 6. I don't care at all. Texas will win. Longhorns, they're going to hook them. Hook them, baby. Hook those Cowboys.
I'll hook you with his hammer. What are you talking about?
LA Rams versus Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa this will be his first game starting. He's the first left-handed quarterback to start in an NFL game since our current offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore. He started for the Cowboys in 2015 in a game. So all I have to say, they're still going to lose. Aaron Donald is ranked number 2nd in sacks with 8, and LA Rams defense as a whole, they're ranked number 1 in sacks. So I think Tua will have a long day. He could really use Michael Thomas in this game, but he doesn't have him on the roster. But this will be a good welcome to the NFL moment for him. Yeah, not yet. But this will be a really good welcome to the NFL moment This is kind of like artists, actors when they go to New York. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So if he can survive number 99, he can go up against anybody. So fingers crossed that hip does well and he can play the whole game. Steelers, Ravens. Also, as you guys said, this is the game of the week. Steelers, their schedule is tough, man. You play the Browns, then you play Titans, and now the Ravens. But Ben Roethlisberger is that guy, like that, as Albert said, like he just knows the offense, that defense, the whole team, and I'm sure as far as like dissecting film, he's telling everybody this is what you need to do. This is their strengths and this is their weaknesses. This will be a low-scoring game. It's like these two teams, they hate each other so much. The rivalry is so huge that it's like old school football where they're just going and there's hard hits, bad blood, everything. I love it. Lamar Jackson, I think he'll have a hard time. I think Ben will as well, and James Conner in the back. I don't know if Yannick Ngakoue, if he's going to have his team debut with the Ravens, but that front seven up front, if he does play with Calais Campbell, that's going to be some problems for the Steelers. But I think they have too many weapons with Juju, James Washington, Deontay Johnson, and Mapletron. I think that gives them the edge. So Steelers, and lastly, come on, guys, again. I can understand the Texas Longhorns one, but it's Ben DiNucci time.
That's what you're going to be saying after this game on Sunday. Come on, guys, again. I
How about them Cowboys?
I like how you put the Cowboys picture bigger than everybody else there.
Yeah. This is the actual game of the week. If this wasn't the game of the week, then they would have moved it to an earlier time slot, like the Tampa Bay Las Vegas game. But no, they're keeping it prime time. Prime time, NFC East. Speaking of rivalries, this is one of the biggest rivalries. Dallas and Philadelphia, they can't stand each other. And it doesn't matter who is at the center of the snap. It could be Dak, Tony Romo, Ben DiNucci, Andy Dalton, doesn't matter. This is what they want to see this. It don't matter who the quarterback is. It's Ben DiNucci time, and he has all the confidence in the world because our leader, Dak Prescott, said to him, let me pull it up.
He sounds like a good pasta. That's all he sounds like.
Go out there and do you. So he's going to do him. No pressure. They don't expect you to win. We're like underdogs. How they do the whole point? Like nine under or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. We're underdogs, so I don't bet. But yeah, we're not even expected to win this game, and we're actually expected to get blown out by a lot. So just go out there, do you, and don't try to be pretty and do too much. I think they'll pull it off. Cowboys, baby! Cowboys Nation!
You must be talking about OSU.
Well, yeah, they don't have anything to lose.
They're getting hooked. Hook them. Final Fantasy, real quick. I gotta get out of this. Iron Hood Boy and Thor, y'all. You two are going against each other, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Y'all feel confident? Y'all feel confident? Because Albert thinks it's going to be a tie. But do y'all think you have a chance to win?
I do.
I'm not real confident in my team.
Well, your whole team was on injured reserve like last week.
Yeah, I got some people on the bye week.
My team been putting up 100+ points. I just been losing.
All right, homeboy need to go to school. Bye.
Come on, Tony. My question is, I picked. First of all, Kyler Murray is not in my. It's a bye week for him, so he's not my starting quarterback. I picked Carson Wentz. Don't ask me why.
About to get points.
Because I believe in my Cowboys defense, so I should probably get rid of them. But I picked up. I'm not listening to you. Put your mask back on. I went with Miles Gaskin. I picked him up in the waiver wire. Dolphins starting running back. He actually took that starting role from Howard. What's his name? Howard he played with the Eagles last year. Anyway, he's like the starting running back right now. And I dropped Singletary, Devin Singletary with Buffalo. He's just not putting up the points. I don't know how he's ranked number 28 in his position. I think it should be a lot lower than that. But I have McKinnon as well. He gave me negative 0.1 points last week. So should I pick up Devin Singletary and drop McKinnon, or keep McKinnon in there because he's expected to get 12.9 points? And with Mostert hurt and somebody else that the 49ers had last week that put up hella points, but he's also injured. Maybe McKinnon gets more touches this week. So Singletary or McKinnon?
Who are they playing this week?
Not like a negative 1 point.
I don't see why you got Michael Thomas on the bench. I know he's questionable, but I think he's gonna play.
This is his first day back at practice.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just waiting for them to give me more of a definite answer that he plays. It's a hamstring injury. That's you don't want to rush back too quickly with a soft tissue injury like that. McKinnon, the 49ers, they play Seattle.
They put McKinnon in there.
Yeah.
Or you keep him in there.
You know, Seattle's defense is garbage. So.
Bills play New England.
Oh no. I'll guarantee they'll get more points off of New England's defense than they do Seattle. I think Seattle, after that last game, they got a little bit more to prove versus Cam has something to prove. Cam has something to prove. Seattle has something to prove. The defense on the Pats is just garbage. It's going to stay garbage. They're not looking for them to be strong, but they're looking for something out of Cam. So, yeah.
Well, listen to you guys. I put A.J. Brown in. And the dude questionable. But I'm gonna keep him in there because Mike Thomas is butt cheeks.
Mike Evans.
Yeah. See, look, I don't even know the dude name. Dude trash. So I made that switch. Yeah, he's questionable next week. But he's still gonna stay. And then I put Tyler Boyd as my flex instead of Cooper Kupp from the Rams. What y'all think about that move?
Put Tyler Boyd in.
I like Cooper Kupp.
Who's been playing pretty well.
Cooper's been dropping the ball lately.
Yeah, he has. That's why I had switched it just based on like the past two performances.
I think you should keep him in there.
They're also playing Miami this week.
Tyler Boyd had 27 points, almost 28 points last week. That's tough. That's tough, man. They play Tennessee.
Yep. It's like a toss-up.
And Joe Burrow puts up numbers. Not like Jared Goff.
He puts up numbers, but they're also playing Tennessee defense. Tennessee defense is not bad.
We just saw what Pittsburgh did to them last week. Now Warren is Pittsburgh, but yeah.
Pittsburgh's undefeated.
Who's playing Tennessee?
Cincinnati. Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Kupp is playing. They're playing the Dolphins defense. So
Dolphins have Byron Jones. Now he's not the best cornerback, and they have Howard, the Xavier Howard. So they have two pretty decent cornerbacks, and the Titans have a great secondary with Bird too. One of the best safeties.
Yeah.
I rock with Tyler Boyd.
Kupp is iffy. He's not consistent.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing well.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Tyler Boyd, he's expected to get 15. Kupp's expected to get like 14. So,
I'll go with Kupp just because they're playing. Just because of who they're playing.
I say Boyd.
Let's see here. It says I'm going to win by 40 points, so.
God dang! What?
I'm playing lucky.
Oh man!
It's supposed to be. I got like 15 points already after this game. Calvin he about to go on the bench, man. I'm tired of him. Um, yeah, I'm supposed to win 114-77. So there's nothing much I can really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bye week for you, Jeff.
So I gotta, man, my team's all kind of messed up right now, man.
You better go from top to bottom.
I
Man,
looked the other day, he had a whole bunch of outs on there.
Your first. Why do you have Tannehill in and not Lamar Jackson?
That's what I was
just
finna
about
say.
to ask
I seen that too.
There's a lot of
Lamar-
questionable things about your team right now.
oh, see, check this out. See,
don't think
Lamar,
Lamar
one,
Jackson-
he hasn't really been playing that well as far as fantasy goes. He hasn't really been getting as much points as that I would hope. Also, he's playing against Pittsburgh, and I feel like he's gonna have a bad game.
Mm,
Passing, yes. But I think the front line will pressure him so much in the pocket that he has to
he's gonna
scramble,
run.
and he's going to get those points with his feet
Yeah.
Or he's gonna get sacked.
or that.
Nah.
But I just feel like Tannehill versus Cincinnati, that's easy money.
But
Mm,
Am I wrong?
Tannehill's not consistent either.
could be, but if they're winning by a lot, then Derrick Henry gets more carries. And he could have a bigger week than Tannehill.
Yeah, hopefully. he
Okay,
does.
so should I go with Justin Herbert versus Denver?
Maybe.
What's up with Nick Chubb? Why don't you go ahead and play?
He's
Is he hurt?
IR.
Oh, he's still knee.
Why don't you have DeAndre Swift?
See, and that was my question because I didn't know if I should put him in there because he's playing against the Colts, and the Colts have a strong running defense,
True.
so he may not score that many points.
Yeah, but I'm not putting in two Rams running backs.
Yeah.
Why
I
not?
wouldn't
They're going against Miami.
I wouldn't put in Justin Herbert. I know Seattle's defense is garbage, but there's no way that they're letting their rookie come in and destroy them like that. Like, it's the difference between Kyler Murray and Justin
They're playing
Herbert.
Denver.
Yeah, they're playing Broncos.
Oh, I guess I seen that different. I thought it was my fault.
Seattle plays Garoppolo.
Rewind that.
Yeah,
I was looking at-
I'm taking out Malcolm Brown, Jeff. You can keep Henderson because he's been balling, but I'm taking out Brown and put in Swift.
Taylor?
You sure though, man? Because Henderson and Brown, they both share the ball. So going against
Exactly.
Miami, exactly. So either way, I win. They're both gonna be getting touches.
Yeah, but I would think
You
Swift
got
would get
one
more carries than he had 9 carries
But
last week.
He's playing like
Malcolm Brown had
50% with he's sharing his stuff with Adrian Peterson. But
okay.
Who's
Malcolm Brown had
projected to win
10
between you two?
snaps. Kyron.
He barely stretching 100. I told you I've been getting 100 plus a game.
bro, like I got like my team's hurt, man.
0 to 7.
And Washington's on freaking on their bye week. Like, man, I'm screwed.
Yeah, man. Tampa Bay, at least their defense, you have like top defense.
You better
the
start
league.
proposing.
They're not really even doing anything. Like they only get like 6 points.
Get a new defense.
Ain't really no one available.
That's some defense. You pick up the Eagles.
They had 20 on Green Bay the week
Ooh.
before Green Bay.
Dang.
And that was it.
Better than what?
What was that? Defense don't average that much. What do you mean?
Not at all. I mean, you can hand them over right now.
Yeah, what do you mean? That's it. What?
I'm keeping them.
My defense got like 12 points last week.
Right. Yeah, mine's got 6.
But
No, my
you
bad.
said
My bad. They got
10.
5.
That's it.
And I don't even have them on my. They're on my bench that game.
This man here, they're doing 4 times better than you. And you're talking about, that's it?
Crazy, man. Crazy.
This man logic. What?
But bro, you know they're averaging like 6 points a game, bro. They scored that 20 points one game. Like that's not normal.
Who'd they play?
When they got the
Green Bay.
20, Green Bay.
What they got is before.
Look, week 1 they got 2 points. Week 2 they got 11. 3 they got 19, and then pretty much from week 4 on out up until they played Green Bay, they had 6, 7, and then last week they had 5.
Man,
Ain't no helping Jeff. He just want to lose. He want that first round pick too.
man, look at anybody else's
Well, they're-
defense. They ain't even.
I'm sorry, but that's not how it works in fantasy football. Unless we do a dynasty, whatever they call that, like where you keep the same roster, and I do not like that. I want to hit the restart button for the
I
next
like
season.
my team.
My team's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure we break your team up next year.
His team will still be garbage next year.
Well, that's Pick 6 and Final Fantasy. We'll get back to you next week to share our results.
7-0.
Come on, Texas and Cowboys. You can do this. Prove these guys wrong. If they win, don't come crawling back.
You don't need to go to Louisiana. You need some voodoo to help you with that.
Off the dome. Oh, Halloween candy time. Initially, the question was one has to go, but on Twitter, like with thousands and millions of people that can chime in, you have different answers. But with this one, as 4 of us, so I'm assuming maybe Milky Way would be the answer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get it out.
Get that out of here.
So I changed it. You can only keep one, and this is the only candy that you can eat on Halloween or
That's easy.
any other day of your life. So I got some candy for you guys. Not these Skittles, these are mine. But I have some candy for you guys. I have a Reese's.
Ooh.
I have a Snickers. Are you satisfied? I have a Milky Way. And I have a Twix. Which one are you choosing? You're stuck with it for the rest of your life. What?
Is it Twix left side or right side?
But left side.
I have to choose between a Snickers and a Twix. But I'm going with a Snickers.
Why?
Why? Because it's better than others.
That was really depth
And it was in my starting lineup like last week too, so you already know I got it right.
That's funny. Jeff, what about you? What do y'all eat at Tony Stark's
I'm keeping the Twix.
estate? Twix?
Yeah, that's like my favorite chocolate. So of course I gotta rock with that.
Ethan. There's only one choice. Reese's Puff. Peanut butter chocolate flavor. There's only one that they made into a cereal. Reese's. Reese's is cold. Chocolate and peanut butter, it goes together. Like the Snickers, sometimes if you keep it in the car too long or in the cold, it's too hard. Twix, the only part of it that's really good is that top part. The rest of it is hard as hell. So
No, bro. Gee,
Reese's is
Snickers,
fine.
they made a whole ice cream in the bar, bro. You can't.
That's true. It's a close second, but Reese's.
Yeah, they're all a close second. I'm going with a Milky Way.
Boy, no, what? No.
Come on, y'all.
You're canceled.
Oh my god! Can I,
Well, that's the
can't-
worst chocolate ever.
You
can I
you don't have to just eat
can I
this
get
on
the
Earth.
hammer?
Oh,
You're not Thor. You can't lift it. Come on, man. Milky Way.
All you can do is scratch Albert.
You can eat it on Earth and in outer space.
I'm gonna send you to outer space.
I was gonna go with a Reese's, but Reese's you can eat it in like 2 bites or in one really.
Yeah.
It goes really quickly. It's not satisfying. That's why Snickers, they say, you're satisfied after you eat it. So I'm gonna go with a Snickers. Like, you eat this if you're hungry, It'll satisfy you for about 5 minutes.
Like
And
800
then when you
calories.
take
That's true.
the dang Reese's out of the package, the top of it peels right off with the wrapper.
This man trying
That's
to
true.
count
You keep
calories.
it in the back of your pocket. That's why you be sitting on it.
No, because I don't get them.
Oh man, Reese's melts like so quickly, man.
It does for real.
I love peanut butter too, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with the
man.
Snickers.
Once it's melted, you can't like recover it. I'd say with the
No.
Snickers,
Just put it in the freezer.
it doesn't really melt. And they have the almond butter with the Snickers. That mug is cold. I like that one.
I haven't
The
tried
almond
that
butter. It's cold.
See, my thing about Reese's, like you only can eat like so many, and then like you don't want it anymore. At least that's me.
You're
Nah,
tired.
that ain't me.
I can eat 4 cups.
Snickers is just too much. Like it got too much like nuts in it. Like it like after a while it just becomes like just too much.
Man, Snickers are
Too nutty.
smackable.
Nah,
Yeah, Groot
Snickers
likes them too.
I don't think you can eat more than one at one sitting.
You want another one,
What,
Groot?
You don't have to.
You want this one?
What's that
Later?
one that used to come in the silver packing?
Oh, Three
Three
Musketeers.
Musketeers?
They go hard.
Yeah, that one's
Bro,
good. I like
that's
Three Musketeers.
trash. That
Put it
is
together like
trash.
Milky Way.
That's trash. Oh my god. Now
It's better
payday.
than Milky Way.
Now payday.
Woo! Payday just got too many nuts. You might as well eat a handful of peanuts.
Right?
Bro, paydays are good, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, if you-
I always go to the store when I get paid, and that's what I go get.
What the hell?
Good solid source of protein.
My favorite chocolate of all time, though, is Hershey's. Stop it. Hershey's cookies and cream.
That's
Oh
not chocolate.
hell yeah!
Almond Joy
That's
is the
that.
best
That's
baby.
Oh, I
that
guess
good
it's white
stuff.
chocolate though.
Yeah.
Almond Joy, chocolate and coconut. It don't get
Bro,
much better than that.
you eat some
What?
old candy.
And
You're an
got
old
peanuts
person.
in it.
That's the candy that's like stuck in the bowl at your grandma's house. Has been in there. Everyone's
Nah,
neglected it for
nobody
years.
Nobody
That's
wants
candy.
that.
Boy, eat butterscotch lollies.
Oh man.
Eat Swedish fish.
Ooh, that must got too much sugar in it.
Now the matchup that everyone's been waiting for
The matchup.
Guardians of the Galaxy C versus Iron Man and Thor.
This is like it should be Iron Man versus Thor. Shouldn't be Guardian Galaxy versus Iron Man and Thor. It's so disrespectful.
Disrespect.
Let Groot and me make our argument for this movie, and then you guys
This should be interesting.
can talk. I won't take too much of your time. I won't. So, Guardians of the Galaxy was released in 2014.
Oh, that
What
was
was
good.
that? What were the? Yeah, the end. Thank you. Their box office sales 772.8 million for a movie for characters that no one even knew. Maybe comic book people that go to Comic-Con and know all the different Marvel characters, but for the rest of us, the outsiders, we knew nothing about this. And they sold $772.8 million worth of tickets. Are you with me so far? Okay, good. No one knew Star-Lord. No one knew Gamora. No one knew Drax, Nebula, Groot, Rocket. And look at the names that they pulled in for this movie. Bradley Cooper, Vin Diesel, Dave Bautista, Zoe Saldana, Zoe Saldana, and Chris Pratt. Come on now. Great movie. Not even mention Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Another great movie. Usually the sequel's not as good as the first one, but this one was almost as good. And in the Avengers movie Infinity War, if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't have beat Thanos.
They would have beat him sooner.
They leaked Thanos to Gamora. There was a reason why Gamora and Nebula were linked to Thanos because they were the main characters in that movie, and they
She was
were
the reason why he got the Soul Stone.
Exactly. Chris Pratt was the reason why they didn't get his gauntlet.
Mm-mm-mm.
Did we
well.
forget about the part?
No, I did it, but that was just to prolong the movie. They were like, we need a sequel. Can y'all do this for us? And they did them a favor. But if it wasn't for them, because Iron Man, he dies in like every scene,
Let's kill this man, guys.
Oh
and
man,
Thor can't do anything without that hammer.
he did last movie.
Exactly. Let's
Speaking
That's
of
why he got
Thor,
the axe right there.
speaking of Thor Ragnarok came out 2017, 3 years later, and that movie was they never made it where it was funny, maybe witty. Iron Man was witty, but they never made it funny to the level like Guardians of the Galaxy. And after Marvel saw the success of Guardians of the Galaxy, they were like, Thor, we're gonna make your movie Ragnarok funny, which they failed at because it didn't have the characters like Guardians of the Galaxy. But it did help in the box office, $854 million, and that was only
It was a dope
because
movie.
they emulated what Guardians of the Galaxy the success they had. Because Thor, when it came out in 2011, only sold 449.3 million. Iron Man 585.3 million in 2008. Now, Warren, that was before the MCU, the Marvel universe blew up, but still, that's all I have to
Thor's,
say.
Thor's earlier movie wasn't as good as the couple of last movies.
Meeting adjourned. I won.
But Guardians of the Galaxy story lacks more than Thor and Iron Man. And let me tell you why.
Tell him why.
Look, man, this dude's father was a freaking what was he, a planet?
His father was a
Yeah.
planet already. You already lost me. I don't care about his father being a
Exactly.
planet.
Exactly. Like, what is that? Why? Why would they
You
do something?
talking about Thor or Guardians of the Galaxy?
I'm talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm on Star Lord, his dad.
His dad was just a human.
No, he was a
Or
planet.
was his mom a
You don't even
human?
know your own movie. You don't even know your own movie.
It was so great. I can't remember every great moment in the movie. I don't have the script in front of me. I wish I did because I would play out every script for you guys.
You better watch out for Iron Soldier Boy.
Iron Draco.
And I was like, poof, poof, poof.
Iron Man just set the stage for everything, man. Iron Man was pretty good too.
Exactly.
You can't have the Guardians of the Galaxy without Iron Man.
Facts. Let's go off of Avengers, right? Avengers. Let's take our three characters, right? Each part of Avengers Endgame was fought in three different scenes. It started off with Thor and his brother, and Hulk being just decimated.
Yeah,
And then
man.
it goes to Iron Man on Earth, and they take the battle into space, right? And then they fight in I forgot the planet, but they end up fighting Thanos on that planet, and then that's where Guardians of the Galaxy messed it up. Or Star Lord messed it up. Go to Wakanda. That was the biggest fight of the scene. I mean, of the movie, and that's when Thor came in with the. That was like the best part of the movie when Thor came in.
Yes, sir.
Yes, like bring me Thanos. That was the best part. Like our three characters just tells you like, come on now. Iron Man is, if it wasn't for Robert Downey Jr. and John Favreau, there would be no Guardians of the Galaxy. There would be no Thor. There would be no Black Panther. Like, obviously, the characters were already created, but Iron Man and Iron Man 2 and then Captain America, those things have to be the foundation. And when you're starting off a new series, people are going to be hesitant versus an established series when Guardians of the Galaxy, when you got like 4 or 5 big name people playing, like Dave Bautista, you got WWE fans right there. Zoe Saldana, You got mostly Hispanic, Latino, Black fans right there. You got Chris Pratt um, from Parks and Rec, like, and you got what's his name? Groot,
Vin
Vin
Diesel.
Yeah,
Diesel,
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Like
Bradley Cooper,
this
Chris
man that
Pratt, three of the
played
highest male grossing actors.
exactly. You put them all in the scene, people are going to flock to the movie, whether
Yeah,
it's good or
but
not.
why did they accept the roles? Because they read the script and they did some research about the characters and the
No,
storyline. They were
because
like, "This is perfect. This is
no,
what
because the
Marvel
chat
needed."
No, because
Because they
it's
kept
the Marvel
they
universe.
they
It's that I
kept
in
want
the
a piece of
chat,
the pie.
they
in the
kept
chat.
Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., Thor, Chris Hemsworth. They were like, "We need you guys." And then when these guys came in, they were like, "Okay, we can just
They
kill
didn't need
y'all
them.
off, or y'all can retire. We'll go ahead and bring in the new age of the Marvel character universe, but cinema universe. But we're going to keep Guardians of the Galaxy." There's a reason why they did
After
that,
8 months,
because they were like,
after
But
eight
"Oh,
movies,
Thor's in it too.
exactly. After 8 movies in, it wouldn't have. If Guardians of the Galaxy would have started off the universe, and it wouldn't have been as big.
Nowhere close.
Nowhere
yeah, it
close.
would.
And
It would
guess
be
what?
it would be
Thor
a
is
galaxy. It's not even a universe. It's a galaxy. I don't know which one is
Thor.
bigger.
And they
Thor's
get
the
whooped
captain
on.
of that ship now.
Exactly. They got whooped on every planet they're on.
That's facts.
How you be Guardians of the Galaxy and Thanos goes to every planet and you just now found out about it? That's what. Hold on. I just now figured that out. Hold on. This man that went to every planet. You supposed to be the Guardians of the Galaxy. This man that went through every single planet and they like late responders. Supposed to be first responders. They're last responders.
Heck yeah. I didn't even notice that.
And that
Good point, Albert. Good point.
You know what
because
I'm saying?
because they joined forces before the whole Thor after the whole Thor thing. So he had to go to these different planets, and obviously it didn't work because there's still evil in the world. And now Guardians of the Galaxy, they're a team, and then the Avengers really need them, so they recruited them. And now look, they defeated the most powerful villain of all time, Thanos. It was because of them.
That he got it in the first place.
Right?
Gamora and Nebula are I was spitting all over myself. I got so excited. They're more powerful than you three.
Oh,
They
And
are, but
that's just and Nebula's not even a part of Guardians of the Galaxy. That was just at the end. So I'm not even
but
including the rest of the team.
let's go back to this. They didn't even know who. They didn't even know. They knew about the Earth Avengers, but they didn't know them specifically. So when they met up with them, they were like, "Who are you?" So how are you the Guardians of the Galaxy when Earth is a part of the galaxy and you don't know who anybody is?
Because they were in their own bubble. They were saving the universe by themselves. That
Who?
they don't need to know. They didn't go out looking for the Avengers. The Avengers sought them out because they
Captain
heard.
Marvel was going through every planet. They were. She was doing a better job herself than that whole team.
that's true.
Baby Groot, you hear this?
Guardians of the Galaxy was a joke.
It
No.
was. It was just comedic relief.
That's all.
What?
Yeah.
Your outfit below your neck is a joke. Don't you dare disrespect Guardians of the Galaxy. Baby Groot is one of the
Boy,
best Marvel characters of all time.
I'm gonna pop out like Rey Mysterio on your ass, boy.
Oh man.
He's
Man.
our okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Baby Groot, this is crazy.
Have my signature
Y'all
move
y'all
at
had
3000.
y'all had to three of y'all team up against me. That's the only way that y'all even have a chance.
No,
What do you mean?
that's not-
Each movie is better.
No,
Exactly.
That's true.
Iron Man,
numbers don't lie,
Thor,
and the
Black
fact that
Panther.
Guardians of the Galaxy was so highly successful. Not let's just not even say numbers. The fact that they were so highly successful and 99% of the general public didn't even know about these characters, and they were beloved from the start.
Because it has the title Marvel,
Exactly.
No,
which started with this guy.
because of the
Exactly.
entertainment factor that they brought to
No.
the universe.
No. No.
Like Abra said,
After Guardians of the
comedic relief.
Galaxy came out, that's when Disney was like, "Oh, this will actually make us some money. Let's buy them."
They were planning on buying them anyways.
No, they weren't. Not until Guardians of the Galaxy came out. Now, Black Panther, I'll give Black Panther. That wasn't even in the argument. Black Panther is probably the best Marvel movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so.
Which one is?
What?
Yeah, this man crazy.
No.
You should
We
have
go
just
back
been
to
Nick.
Black-
You should have just been Nick Fury if you don't believe
Right.
that it's the best
Yeah,
movie.
take that thing
No.
off. Take
Yeah.
that thing off
We
right now.
only say Black Panther because we're black. If you
No,
go back to
It has nothing to do with race, man.
Black Panther was not the best Marvel movie. Let's be honest.
God.
So what was better than Black Panther? Tell me.
Now,
Please
Black
explain.
Panther had a great concept. It wasn't. You would thought you like looking at it. You would have thought it was like hero versus protagonist, but it really wasn't. They gave you a good side to it where you
Story was
were actually
lit.
sympathetic to the antagonist.
Killmonger. Yeah.
Killmonger. But
I
as
think you're
far
just proving our point.
no, as far as like the scenes and fighting wise, it wasn't the best. It was kind of limited.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, are
It
you-
just gave us like a whole different side, like of technology wise, and it's just something that we haven't seen. So
Yeah, but that doesn't make it the best as far as the Marvel.
So what was the
Okay.
best?
Yeah. What was the best?
You could toss it up between Thor or Captain Marvel. I mean, I said Captain Marvel, Captain America.
Well, I was about to
Oh.
Captain America was pretty good.
Captain America was dope. All
Which
Captain
one?
America
Which
movies
one?
were good versus Iron Man. Iron Man movies weren't that good. Like the first
Only the
Exactly.
first
Thank
one.
you. Iron
One
Man
and two
movies are
was
not that
good.
great.
1 and 2 was good. The third
You
one
can
was
watch
just
Guardians of the
whatever.
Galaxy over and over again, but no one's gonna say, "Hey, I'm watching Iron Man for the 26th time."
Yeah, a lot of people watch Iron Man over and over. 1 and 2 were good. The third one was but 1 and 2 were like the main movies.
Captain America was really good. All his
Captain
movies
America:
were good.
Civil War was good, and that was only because of the help of other Marvel characters,
Exactly. That's where
which
Black
Guardians of
Panther
the
was
Galaxy
introduced.
doesn't need.
Black
They don't
Panther was
need
introduced.
cameos. Black Panther, what?
Yeah,
He was introduced in Civil War.
yeah, that's where all the buzz started.
Mhm.
Exactly. I think that probably was the best film.
Because of Black Panther and being introduced and all the rest of them. If it was
Yeah.
just Captain America versus
And Spider-Man.
some lame villain that he went up against, no one wants to watch that.
It wasn't Marvel's Civil War. It was Captain America's. Aha.
What?
It was Captain America's Civil War. It wasn't Marvel's Civil War. So that's why it's the best.
Maybe you
Marvel
could call it
movie.
that because it had every character in Marvel in the movie.
But either
That's true.
way, Captain America movies are basic. Like it has a good storyline, but it's just like him and his shield and
Just
going
like Iron
against the bad
Man and his
guys.
chess piece and Thor and his hammer.
True.
You guys are making my point.
Yeah, but-
Wow.
No, stop it. But Black Panther. Oh damn! I almost knocked my thing down. But Black Panther as a whole, like it had a good plot. It didn't have just a generic fighting scenes like most superhero movies have. Like it had him hopping out the thing. Like even from the start of the movie, like it was epic. Hopping out the thing, taking out saving those people in the jungle or whatever, and then the whole car chase when they were in
In Korea.
Korea. Like bro,
Nobody's saying it was a bad movie, but I don't think it's the best movie. I think we just
It
give
is
it
the
too much
best.
hype because of like its impact on the culture.
That too.
yeah, and
That
it
adds-
also
that
helped
adds
the
to the-
culture.
That adds to the legend of it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
that's a legend,
the
but it doesn't
movie
make it
itself
the best
was
That
great.
story was
And a lot of people didn't know who Black Panther was either. I remember my first exposure to Black Panther was like this cartoon back in like 2005 or 6. And I was like, this must be some new character. Obviously, Black Panther's been around for decades, but just like Guardians of the
Let's be
Galaxy, no
honest.
one knew about him like Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America, Spider-Man, those people, Hulk, who have been on cartoons for. They've made so many different series about them, cartoons and
I
stuff.
think it was the best introduction, but if we go back and look at that final fight scene, that wasn't the best fight scene, honestly. The only reason it made it the best fight scene because of the what he had to say, but that honestly was
about his
not the best
ancestors.
fight. Yeah,
I'll give you that. That fight scene wasn't all that.
it wasn't all that. It was the best introduction as far as new characters, but no, it
But
wasn't.
the first one, where Black Panther got washed, that was
That was good.
Well, I won that debate. Podsters,
You did.
comment.
Nowhere close.
Let us know how much I won by. Was it a landslide? Was it a unanimous decision? Yeah, just comment. Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry I had to do that to you. I was struggling at first, but I came back like Rocky, and I'm
now you about to go again.
still
I'm about to strike you down with like
Spider-Man 3. They just started filming for the movie. There are rumors. Well, they already confirmed that Doctor Strange will be in the trilogy, and Jamie Foxx will be Electro. But Jamie Foxx was Electro in the Amazing Spider-Man series with Andrew Garfield.
Like the
So
first one.
that him being in the movie, and then also Doctor Strange made people wonder, would there be some type of multi-universe, kind of like the Spider-Verse movie with Miles Morales, and you have Andrew Garfield join Tom Holland, and also the OG Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, also joined the movie. So it has a lot of people wondering if that's going to happen based on the people that are cast so far and that have been confirmed. And then you have on the DC side, Jared Leto is confirmed that he's returning as the Joker in Zack Snyder's Justice League Uncut movie, which didn't come out because of personal reasons, family issues. Jack Whedon took over as director, and a lot of people didn't like it, his version of the movie. So fans have been asking for Zack Snyder to release his version. So he is. And so Jared Leto's coming back. He played the Joker in Suicide Squad, and also Ben Affleck is coming back as Batman. So with these two movies and the rumors and what's been confirmed so far, which one are you most hyped about? If these two movies came out on the same weekend, which one would you go watch first?
definitely
Definitely
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey, high five, Karen.
me. Okay.
Whoever. Yeah, man, definitely Spider-Man.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Spider-Man.
That concept is dope also.
Yeah, I like that concept. I hope they actually do it. I don't know how they'll pull it off. At first, I thought it was corny, but I actually like the concept.
Yeah, you bring in Doctor Strange and you already know what he's going to do and bring them all together. So it's like,
Doctor Strange was a good movie. That was really good. I think it'd probably be more.
This man.
Yeah, it'd probably be more flashbacks. I think so than them actually appearing in the same movie. But never know. I love Jared Leto coming back as the Joker because he played that role very well. For that Joker, Ben
He only had
Affleck.
like 2 scenes.
Yeah, and that's what messed it up is they didn't put him in the movie as much as he
yeah,
should have been. They had
advertised
Harley
it.
Quinn and Will Smith's character Deadshot and all these other characters, Killer Croc, and they were just terrible. El Diablo, and it was like no one wants to see these guys. We want to see the Joker. That's what
I
we
fell
came here
asleep during
for.
that movie.
It was terrible.
Yeah,
It was almost as
Literally
bad as
every-
Birds of Prey.
Every trailer,
I didn't go see that.
I knew it was gonna be bad.
I did.
not going to see that.
I started that movie
DC
twice,
movies,
and I
DC
turned it
movies
off
are
twice.
terrible.
Trash.
How do you mess up a good movie? Like the title had me so hyped. Batman versus Superman. I was so hyped, and I went there and I was like, "This is what you guys came up with? Two of the best superheroes of all
It
time."
wasn't that good.
Martha.
That's
They
my
should call
mom. That's my mom too. Come on now. That was who wrote that
DC should
storyline?
just
A
call
4-year-old?
up, the Roja brothers, or who the ones that do Marvel?
I don't know. Stan Lee.
Nah, man. But the directors that do the Avengers movie and Marvel movies, DC should
Oh.
just call them up.
Bro,
Yeah, I know the Russo brothers.
Yeah, the Russo brothers. Just
Almost
call
every
them.
DC
Let them
movie.
take over.
Trash. I seen Shazam the other day.
Oh man, I haven't seen that one.
I like Shazam. Shazam was good.
But that was like funny, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was funny.
it's kind of pissing me
I'll
off.
be honest with you, I have not seen Doctor
It could be
Strange yet.
better. Go watch that right now.
Yeah.
Well, that'll end episode 14. I know it's not actually over, so go ahead, Albert.
You didn't even give me my surprise.
I got this hammer. Don't.
All right, you guys ready? Why are ghosts terrible liars?
Because they're transparent.
Because you can see right through them.
Ah, Iron Homeboy, 1 point.
I see you.
That was a good one.
Like that.
Great corny joke, Halloween edition.
It's
That'll
not that good. I figured
end
it out.
episode 14. It was a great one. It lasted about 10 hours.
Facts.
I think this was a great episode. Guardians of the Galaxy, #1 Marvel movie.
Hey, you know who I feel like?
No.
I feel like Doom from the Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Like
you do kind of like him.
Oh man, this man is not Iron Man. We got Doom on here.
Kyron looked like what was his name? Sunshine. Off of what movie was it? The football movie. Was it Remember the Titans?
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Oh man.
What was it, the quarterback?
Yeah,
Yeah,
from California.
That's funny.
Moonshine with a hammer.
That's hilarious.
Before we let you Podsters go, we need you to do these 3 things. We need you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pod Ties.
Subscribe.
Then we need you to smash the like button. Give us a thumbs up. And lastly, that notification bell. We need you to destroy it. Wakanda style.
Wakanda forever. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
You know, a lot of people still don't know who he is. And until you say Black Panther, they're like, they don't know who he is. That's crazy.
Mhm.
A lot of actors have though. Are always going to be linked to their characters.
Yeah, or Jackie Robinson.
If you're not able to watch us on YouTube, you can listen to us on these streaming services: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and much more. So go check us out on there as well. You can listen to our lovely voices. Now I said 3 things, but I'm adding an additional one more thing. We need you to go out and vote. November 3rd is election day. 4 days left. There's still time. Early voting ends soon. So if you can't do early voting, make sure to go out to your nearest polling site November 3rd. You can gather all this information on vote.org. That is vote.org. Locate your nearest polling place. You can also find early voting locations, even though that's about to end. So if you're going to do it now. And you can locate a drop box if you're doing the absentee ballot. All that good information is on there. So go to vote.org. Make sure that you use this right that we have that not many people have in the world, and make your voices heard, loud and proud.
Next time we shoot, the elections will be happening. They'll be counting the votes.
Man, that'll be a crazy episode, but I'm looking forward to it. My brothers, always enjoy spending time with you 3. Have a great weekend. Everyone be safe. Happy Halloween. Jeff, enjoy being Marshmallow.
I love you guys 3,000.
Oh gosh.
What?
I love you guys 3,000.
Bill didn't watch the movie.
Is this Iron Man?
Dead villain.
Is this Iron Man?
It's a quote from Endgame. Yeah.
Oh. Well, just like Endgame.
He's
With that, we're going to end this
dog to that.
podcast. Podsters!